Hello everybody, you don't know who I am because I'm just a nobody, but that's not important. What's important is the game I'll be playing today, which is called Tomato Clinic. Now this is a game about a clinic with vampires or something. To be honest, I don't really know, so let's just get started. Name will have to be nobody. I am male, and I'm looking forward to learn more about vampires. Let's go. Yep. There, got the form all filled out. I really should have gotten that done before actually coming here. Looks like nobody else is here yet though, so I'm safe. It's weird that there aren't any employees here yet either though. Would it be rude to just yell to see if anybody's in? I mean, if nobody's here, then nobody will think it's rude, right? Hello? Anybody in? Who are you and why are you yelling? Ah, sorry, I didn't think anyone was in. Then why the heck did you yell? I don't know, I get nervous in unfamiliar situations. Wait, what? I'm nobody, here for the tour. This is Tomato Clinic, right? Oh heck, is that today? What? Don't tell me I got the date wrong. I'm so sorry, I'll come back later. Or never if that'd be better. Just calm down for a sec, let me check the calendar. Oh, it does start today. Phew, I was worried I screwed that up. I didn't see any other students here, so I thought that maybe I had the wrong place. That's because you're the only one who signed up. Wait, you're not joking? Nope, it's just you. Marie said we didn't get any other applicants. Who's Marie? My boss. She should be here any minute. Welcome, you must be here for the tour. What? Where did you come from? I came from the underground. I literally came from the floor. Boss, you're going to scare away our only applicant if you keep jumping out like that. I'm just trying to be friendly. Oh, you can see the little fang. Is that a fang in her mouth? Oh wait, I forgot to ask. Do you have your application form? Yes, right here. So your name is Nobody. Yes, that's me. Cool, my name's Marie. Nice to meet you. Gatuko, did you introduce yourself yet? I would've, but you decided to jump attack me. Gatuko, that's no excuse to be rude. Ugh, the name's Gatuko. Nice to meet you, I guess. Gakuto. I was reading that wrong. Probably still am. It's nice to meet both of you. I'm excited to be here. You know what we do here then? I did some research ahead of time, but there wasn't too much on the website. It's a blood donation clinic, right? God. Gakuto. Gosh darn it, why would you come for a tour if the idea makes you uncomfortable? Yes, this is a blood donation clinic. And yes, both me and Marie are vampires. Got a problem with that? No, I just haven't been to a place like this before. I'm a bit nervous, that's all. And Gakuto, don't be mean. And don't worry about it, nobody. We're pretty new to this too. Actually, you're our very first tourist. You're a tourist? How is that supposed to be reassuring? Anyway, no point in talking out here. Let's head inside so I can talk a bit about what we do. Follow me. You can put your backpack down behind the counter if you don't want to carry it. Oh, that'd be great, thanks. I guess I should follow them in. Wonder if they will donate by mouth. Huh? Weren't they? So, what do you think? Oh, what do I think of what? This room. Oh, it's very nice. Feels kind of homey. It's a bit different than what I expected, though. Different? Well, it looks kind of like a cafe. Oh, that's because it is a cafe. Huh? I thought this was a blood donation clinic. It is, but it also functions as a cafe. When I started this place, my goal was to make it a place where people can relax. Blood donations sound really scary, right? Adding vampires just makes it scarier. What? No, that's not... It's okay. I know most humans are afraid of us. That's part of why I started this place. I want to make a place where humans can get to understand vampires a bit better. And that's why I've prepared this. What is this? A quiz on vampires. It's very short, so don't worry. And it's okay if you get things wrong. We just want to check what people's general knowledge of vampires is. Just shout my name when you're done. Where did she go? I guess I should fill out this quiz though. Doesn't look too long, so I should be okay. Let's see. Oh nice, multiple choice. Where do vampires get most of their nutrition? Blood? Red meat? A variety of food sources. Well, I would say it's important to have a variety of food sources so you get all the nutrients you need. But I'm pretty sure it's blood. Blood, obviously. Not sure why this is even a question. Let's check out the next question. I'm not sure how stereotypical they are. What happens to vampires when exposed to sunlight? They turn into dust. Oh, okay. Are they gonna turn around and tell me wow, I didn't know humans, I didn't know you have so many stereotypes about vampires. I'll just say that they turn into dust. I mean, I've definitely read that before in a book, so it's probably true. Let's take a look at the next one. What do you use to ward off vampires? The cross, cloves of garlic, or none of the above? I would say cloves of garlic. Very stereotypical. Pretty sure vampires hate garlic. I wonder why though. I'm not too sure about my answer. No point worrying about it though, I guess. On to the next question. Where do vampires sleep? In coffins? This feels like it should be the right answer, but is it a bit too obvious? No, looks like the next question is the last one. What can vampires turn into? Bats. The last option makes me think, but traditionally people say vampires turn into bats. And I'm pretty sure I got every single question wrong, but let's just see. Anyway, that's all the questions. I should call for, what was their name again? Or Marie? Are you finished? Nobody? Oh, I mean, yes, I'm finished. Great, just let me check your answers then. So how did I do? Why don't we go through the questions together? You got the first one right. We do get most of our nutrition from blood. If it's okay for me to ask, how does it work exactly? It'd be a really lengthy explanation if I get too into it. Think of how you eat food and your body turns that into energy for you. Right. For us, we do the same, just with blood. While we can eat regular food too, we don't process it well. It's kind of like junk food to us. Oh, so it doesn't really give you the nutrition you need. Exactly, I'm glad you get it. So for question 2, we don't turn into dust in the sun. That would be really inconvenient. Of course, sorry, that was stupid of me. I wouldn't say stupid, but maybe a little silly. You can't believe everything you read in books. We vampires get sunburns if we're in the sun too long. How long is too long? Well, it depends on the vampire. Most of us will get bad sunburns in less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes? Do you just stay inside all the time? Nah, we use sunscreen with very high SPF. Now that is a good idea. Not only for vampires, but for humans too. And make sure to cover our skin as much as possible when heading out in the day. All of the windows at Tomato Clinic are specially made to cut UV2. This way we can enjoy the daylight without the sunburns. I thought vampires liked the night. No, we were just forced to only go out at night before. Now we have modern technology to help us. Oh, that's pretty cool, right? Let's look at the next question then. We're fine with garlic. Sure, we all have our likes and dislikes, but it's not like we're all deathly allergic to it or anything. So garlic doesn't scare you or anything? Only the idea of having garlic breath. Is the answer the cross then? Nah, the answer is none of the above. There's no one thing you can use to ward away vampires. Like how there's no one thing you can use to ward away humans. No, I'm pretty sure if you have a gun, you can ward off pretty much anyone. Then why do people think that stuff like a cross and garlic will work? I think it's just one of those weird urban legends. After all, it's very easy to come up with things like this if you don't know any vampires in real life. Moving on to the sleeping question. Do you really think we sleep in coffins? Sorry, I don't know, it's okay. I know people think that. It's not true though. We vampires just sleep in beds. Vampires get aches and pains just like humans, so honestly, coffins would be pretty uncomfortable. Oh, I guess that's true. Now, for the last question. We can't actually turn into bats. You can't? Nope, how would that even work? We actually can't turn into anything. Yeah, I guess that was kind of a stupid question. No questions are stupid. But the quiz said, that was just Gakuto. I think he was annoyed. He thought the quiz was a stupid idea. I think it's a nice way of teaching people about vampires, though. What'd you think as our first human quiz taker? I thought it was nice. It helped correct a lot of my assumptions. I'm glad. I'll be sure to let Gakuto know, too. I asked him to write the questions, and he was very annoyed about it. I'm sure he'll be happy to know his work was worthwhile. Will he? He didn't seem very cheerful earlier. Oh, that's just how he is. Don't worry. Anyway, let's check your score. You got 1 out of 5 questions right. Oh, that's pretty bad. Don't worry about it. I'll give you a chance to try again later, too. Hopefully you'll remember the answers next time. Now that we've got our icebreaker done, though, we can start one of our vampire culture experiences. What? For the tour, you didn't think it was going to be all quizzes, did you? Honestly, I wasn't really sure what I'd signed up for. Well, soon you can find out. We've got a lot of fun activities set up for you. Or Gakuto has, at least. I'll go get him. Marie seems very energetic. It's nice. This whole place is pretty nice, actually. The decor is cute, and the general atmosphere is relaxing. What, did you expect it all to be red Satan and bats? No, then what were you expecting? Well, maybe I was kind of expecting something like that. With more candles and chandeliers, maybe. Chandeliers? We're vampires, not Victorians. Sorry, it's just when I see vampires in the media. Yeah, I know. Sorry to bite your head off. Figure of speech. Man, even in this cute little game, we're talking about media representation of minority groups. I know there's a lot of weird stereotypes about us. That's why Marie set this clinic up, and why I'm helping out. That's really nice of you. Oh yeah, sure. How'd the quiz go anyway? Oh, the quiz? I did okay. Okay? Well, I didn't do great, but I'll be sure to do better next time. Well, good luck with that. Anyway, I'm supposed to be your tour guide. First up on the activity list is the vampire's sunscreen routine. What? Is that some kind of vampire talent? What, you mean how Marie just appears out of nowhere? I wish. That's just a Marie thing. Anyway, as Marie said, our first activity is a common part of a vampire's usual morning routine. While we'd like to go through the whole morning, we're currently a bit understaffed, as you can see, so we only have the sunscreen bit set up so far. Sunscreen? Well, as Marie told you earlier, vampires sunburn very easily, so we're very careful about applying sunscreen. So how is this supposed to work? Am I supposed to put sunscreen on you? What? No, that'd be weird. We have a dummy for this. We're not using actual sunscreen. Let me just set it up. I'm gonna stand it upright. Make sure it's secured. Okay. Is that supposed to be a vampire? A pretend one. There are a bunch of clothes for you to choose from. The goal is to pick an outfit appropriate for a vampire. Then you'll put sunscreen on, or well, fake sunscreen since our dummy is made of whiteboard. It's made of whiteboard? Or cardboard. And just use this yellow marker to apply the sunscreen. Then I'll let you know how well your vampire outfit would fare in the sun. Sound good? Oh, it's actually made out of the whiteboard material. Sounds fun. I'm ready to start. Just stick on the fake clothes and the sunscreen and let me know when you're done. Got it. Okay, outfit, headgear, straw hat, sunglasses, top hat. Straw hat seems nice. And sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear the construction going on. I think neighbors are building a house or something. I don't know. Top. Can we just go naked? Short sleeves? No, long sleeves. Cape. That's good. Cape is good. Shorts, jeans, tights. Tights slow sound good. Socks, wellies, boots. Boots. Well, this looks with the top hat. There we go. We actually look like a vampire. Yeah. I think this should be okay. Here, Gakuto. You done? I think so. Would you take a look? Okay. Well, first, the outfit. You gave them the most cliched vampire outfit. Black cape and red dress, with a top hat too, and matching boots. That said, it's a good choice. Capes like these cover a lot of skin. That's why they used to be pretty popular among vampires. For the sunscreen though, you didn't put on enough sunscreen. I didn't? It's actually a pretty common mistake for humans too. You have to use a lot of sunscreen for it to be effective. If you don't put it on thickly and evenly, burns. Oh, I didn't know you could. I didn't know you were supposed to click more than once. Never thought about how much sunscreen you're supposed to put on. I usually just put on a little, if any at all. Well, that's because you can get away with it. Humans don't usually sunburn as badly as vampires do. If we're not careful about our sunscreen, though, well, let's just say that sunburns can hurt a lot. I'll bet. Anyway, that was the activity. The idea was to give you a little idea of what vampires go through. As a way to say, hey, we're just normal people trying to live our lives. It's kind of more boring than I expected. I just thought vampires were more, I don't know, sexy or scary, or both. Sure, that's how we're often portrayed in the media, but most of us are just boring people who buy a lot of sunscreen. Thanks for telling me about this. I never really thought about it before. Just doing my job. Anyway, I need to prep for the next activity. Wait here for a bit. Guess I'll do what Gakuto said. How's the activity? What? Sorry. How'd you like the first activity? You know, the vampire sunscreen routine. Oh, that. It was pretty interesting. Oh, I'm really glad. It took a lot of time cutting the whiteboard to the right size. You cut it yourself? Yep. We're pretty short on funds, so most of the stuff here is DIY. Wow, that's amazing. Thanks, we try our best. Sorry, I got a bit off topic. I'm actually here because it's time for a re-quiz. A re-quiz? Chance for you to take our vampire quiz again. I think it should be pretty easy since you already know the answers now. I'll try my best. Here's a new sheet, just let me know when you're done. Okay, let's try this again. So this time I'll just try to get the correct answers. Blood, get sunburns, none of the above, beds, nothing, and I'm done. Marie, I finished the quiz. That was fast, let me see. Question 1 is correct, vampires, yep. Let's check the next one, correct. Question 3, correct. Question 4, correct. Question 5, correct. Now that's a total score of 5 out of 5. Perfect. For that, you get a prize. Prize? Yep, here. A tomato pin. With this, you're part of the Tomato Club. What's that? Club of Vampires and Friends. You're the 3rd member. I hope you'll take your vampire knowledge and share with your friends now. I'll try, and thank you for the pin. Cool. I think Gakuto should be back soon anyway, so I'll leave you two to it. Oh, she actually walked out normally this time. I guess I'll just wait for Gakuto to come back. I can take a little look around here in the meantime. They have some interesting magazines. I've never seen most of these before. Vampire Weekly, Fang Outpost, Wired for Nights. You can take a look at them if you want. No, sorry, I was just... Like I said, feel free to take a look at them. They're there for visitors to look at after all. Okay, maybe a bit later. Whatever, do what you want. I have the next activity ready when you are, though. I'm ready, that is. What's the next activity? A backstage tour of sorts. I'm gonna show you the process we go through before blood donation. Oh, okay. We're going to be looking at blood and stuff. Are you gonna be okay with this? Yeah. You sure? Oh, I was just caught off guard. Sorry, I really haven't done anything like this before. Yeah, I can get that. It's really nothing to be nervous about, though. Let me show you. This is where the blood donations happen. Huh? Doesn't look very clinical. Yeah, Marie wanted all the rooms here to look as inviting as possible, to make sure people could feel comfortable. We visited a bunch of other clinics in other areas before deciding on the look for Tomato Clinic. Definitely makes me feel relaxed, at least. Guess it was worth the work we put into it then. What? Sorry, I didn't catch that. Nothing. Anyway, let me explain the process. How much do you know about blood donation? Not very much, honestly. I've only ever had blood tests, and that's about it. Okay, then I'll start at the beginning. First off, just to clear any possible misunderstandings, both Marie and I are certified to draw blood. All vampires working at donation clinics are required to be certified for both the regular human method and the vampire-assisted method. Regular human method probably means using a needle, but what's the vampire-assisted method? I'm guessing you don't know much about vampire fangs, right? No, sorry. Well, you've probably heard stupid stories about people getting pleasure from vampire bites. Yeah, I have. That's not how it works. Oh. Our fangs have a substance which is a natural anesthetic with a calming effect. They're also very sharp and pointing, so the wound left behind is very small. At blood donation clinics, the process is simple. Bite, then draw. Huh? First, we bite to create a very small wound. Then we use a needle to draw out the blood. Oh, but why not just use a needle in the first place? Unfortunately, blood loses its nourishing qualities very quickly after leaving the body. That is, unless it is first stabilized by the substance in our fangs. Well, it'd be easier to just bite and suck blood from the source, so we can't expect a human to always be available when a vampire gets hungry. That's where blood donation clinics come in. We draw blood and distribute it to vampires who need it. Oh, like a vampire food bank. Something like that, yeah. Everything makes sense so far? I think so. Before we actually draw the blood, though, we do a health check to make sure everything is okay. What kind of issues could there be? For example, maybe the person's blood is infected with something and they don't know. They might have recently taken medication that prevent them from donating. They might just be feeling sick, and donating blood could make them feel worse. Once we've confirmed that everything is okay, then we start the blood donation process. The human gets comfortable on the couch, and the vampire takes their arm. Arm, not the neck? Well, it's true that it's easier to drink blood from the neck. Since we're drawing the blood out through needles, it's easier to do it through the arm, like a regular blood donation. Well, I guess that makes sense. One thing we make sure is very clear, though, is that it's okay to stop at any time. We always want to make sure both the human and the vampire are comfortable with everything. So if the human feels uncomfortable, we call it off. Same for if the vampire feels uncomfortable. Maybe you start feeling dizzy during the donation, or you just change your mind. You don't need a reason. If someone says stop, everything stops. We'll even give you a button you can press, just in case you're anxious about saying it out loud. Wow, you're really prepared. Well, we're asking people to give their blood to us. We want to make sure we have their complete consent. Anyway, that's the end of the presentation. Hopefully you got a better idea of our blood donation process now. I think I do, thanks. Great. I'm gonna go back to the cafe area to prep for the last activity. Could you wait here until I'm done? Got it. Cool. The blood donation process is a lot more complicated than I expected. I guess I should just wait here now, though, until Marie Hello? There isn't even a door on that side of the room. Where on earth did you come from? Haha, that's a secret. Technically, this time is scheduled for a quiz, but since you already passed the quiz, though, do you want to ask me some questions? Questions. Can people be turned into vampires? No, that's absolutely not possible. Sorry, I knew that already. That's what it says in the books I've read before. It's just, people still say that we can, right? Being a vampire isn't a disease. It's not contagious. We can't infect anyone with it. It's just one of those unfortunate myths that's spread. Sorry for bringing it up. Don't apologize. I'll happily answer any question like this if it means I can clear things up. Any more questions? How common are vampires compared to humans? Really depends, honestly. Vampires tend to live in small communities. Lately, though, you have more vampires like Kakuto and me moving to big cities and such. Now that humans know a bit more about vampires, it's easier for us to live among humans. Really, I've lived here my whole life, but I don't think I've seen more than a couple of vampires. I mean, you can't really tell we're vampires at first glance, right? If you're not looking too closely, we really just look like pale-skinned humans. Oh, that's true. You might actually know a couple of vampires without knowing it. I wonder if I do. Any other questions? Not right now. Okay then, in that case, that's everything from me. Gakuto will let you know when he's ready, so just stay here. Wonder if there's secret passageways in this place. Nah, that'd be a bit too much. I wonder how much longer Gakuto will be, though. Hey nobody, I'm done setting up. Let's go back to the cafe area. Guess I should follow him. Wow. Wait, what? It didn't look like this before. I mean, I said I was prepping, right? What is this for? An old vampire tradition, a blood tasting. Blood, don't worry, I'm not actually going to make you drink blood. We're doing a human-friendly version with tomato juice. Then what? It's like humans have holidays, right? Yes. And for these holidays, you usually gather people together, right? Yeah, for family dinners and such. Well, vampires don't eat. Oh, right. So what we usually do instead is have a blood tasting together. Humans share food, vampires share blood. Food's a big part of human culture, right? I guess. Blood fills the same role in vampire culture. But how is that? I'll explain. But first, I want to check that you're okay with doing this. We're not using real blood, but the idea is that we're going to pretend we are. Of course, even when we use actual blood, it's always blood that's drawn with consent. But if you don't want to do this activity, you don't have to. No, I want to try. To be honest, I do feel a bit nervous. I don't think I've ever done anything like a blood tasting before. Still like to try though, if it's okay. Came here to learn more about vampires after all. If you'd let me participate in a bit of your culture, I'd be really happy. Sounds like we're okay then. Now, let me explain how blood tasting works. There are actually many different kinds with different steps. The one we're doing today is for when one vampire invites another to their household. It's meant to show hospitality as well as trust. Oh, sort of like serving drinks to guests at a party? Well, it's usually a bit more formal than that. There'll be a vessel filled with blood, in this case tomato juice. The vampire who's hosting, in this case me, pours a glass for the host. That'd be me? Yeah. It's polite to serve the guest first. Next, the guest will return the favor and pour a glass for the host. The point is to show that they're honored to be a guest. Then, both parties will take a sip, but just a small one. Next, the vampires clink their glasses together. Huh? They make a toast after they've already drunk? The idea is that since they've already taken a sip, part of their self is left on the glass. By clinking the glasses together, they're sharing that part of their self with the other party. Huh. A blood tasting is usually done when somebody invites somebody over for the first time. It's a way of saying, I trust you in my home. Part of trusting somebody is entrusting them with yourself, so that's what a blood tasting is meant to show. That's really interesting. Finally, both vampires drink until their glass is empty without stopping. Again, this is meant to show trust. Not emptying the glass would show hesitation to accept the other vampire's offer of trust. Wow, there's a lot of thought put into all the actions, huh? To be honest, I think most vampires don't really think that much about it. Well, I mean, it's just like drinking culture. We just do blood tastings this way because that's how they've always been. That sums up the steps, though. Are you ready to try? I think so. Okay, let's sit at the table then. I'll pour you a glass. Okay, do you remember what to do next? I'll pour you a glass, and then I pour you a glass. I didn't know I was supposed to pay attention. Good job. The first step is returning the favor and pouring a glass for your host. Okay, do you remember what to do next? Next, I take a sip. Right, we each take a sip from the glass. Next, what do? Clink glasses. Yep, we clink glasses as a sign of trust. Now what do you do last? Drink all of it. Right, we down the rest of our glasses, and that's it. A vampire blood tasting. What'd you think? Thank you for doing this with me. I'm really glad I had the chance to experience it. Though we used tomato juice, that was pretty much exactly how blood tasting usually goes. Glad you seem to have enjoyed it. Huh? Nothing. Hopefully that was educational in some way or another. Anyway, that's the last activity, which means this is the end of the tour. Oh, that was quick. Could you head to reception? Marie should be waiting for you there. Okay, how about you, Gakuto? I'm just gonna clean this up first. Got it. See you later. Huh? Marie isn't here yet. Hi, nobody. Hi, Marie. I came back here since the tour is over. Right, and thank you for taking part in our tour. You should have seen this as well when signing up, but at the end we have an optional blood donation. Oh right, I remember seeing that. Of course, this is only if you want to. You also have to pass our health check first. Today, both Gakuto and I are available for blood donations. Just let me know if you'd like to donate. And if you would, who'd you like to draw your blood? Ooh. I'd like you to draw my blood. I mean, I wonder if there's like a romance option if I get Gakuto to do it. Because he does seem to like us, but if it's okay, could I ask you to draw my blood? Be my pleasure. Let me take you to the lounge then, and we can get started. I think Gakuto already talked to you about this, but I'm going to explain again just in case. First, we're going to do a health check just to make sure everything's okay. Then we'll get you comfy on this couch. After that, I'll use my fangs on your arm to create a very tiny wound. Then I'll use a needle to draw out the blood. It'll take about 10 minutes to draw the blood out. Don't worry, I'll stay here until... Wait, it takes 10 minutes to draw the blood out? That's... to actually draw the blood out with the needle? That seems like a pretty long time. Also, one important thing. You can tell me to stop at any time at all. Doesn't matter when. If you want me to stop, I'll stop. Does that sound okay? Yep. If you want me to stop, just press this button. It'll give me a buzz and I'll stop right away. If you're ready, we can start with the health check. Okay, looks like you're in super good health. We're good to go. Are you okay with starting the blood donation? Yep. Okay, could you sit down on the couch then? Thank you. Now, could you give me your arm? I'm just going to use some antiseptic on your skin. Sorry if it tingles. Now, I'm going to use my fangs to just make just a very little bite. Yeah, but I mean, what's the point of using antiseptic if you're gonna bite it anyways? Like, you have lots of like bacteria and germs in your mouth. You're gonna puncture their skin with it, so you're still gonna introduce, bacteria. Okay, the bite's done. Now I'm gonna put in the needle. The needle will draw out the blood. Again, let me know right away if you want to stop. Okay, the needle's done too. Now we just have to wait for the blood to be drawn. How are you feeling? Bit nervous, but okay. That pretty much sums up how I'm feeling. What are you nervous about, Marie? Honestly, I've been nervous all day that something would go wrong. It's our first time doing a tour for a human. We've done test tours with other vampires for practice, but it's not the same. I'm really happy our first human tourist was you, though, nobody. Huh? Why? Because it seems like you really do want to learn more about vampires. Why else would I have come here? Well, you'd be surprised. We had some people sign up for the tour with obviously fake info. We obviously turned them away, but a lot of people aren't happy about a vampire blood clinic being in this part of the city. Bet you were a bit unnerved when you first heard about it too. No, I wasn't. Sure, I was a bit surprised, but I think it's really cool that this place exists. Oh, that's really nice of you to say. You're proof that there are humans who are okay with vampires, and I think there's a lot more out there. Sure, we've received quite a handful of threats in the mail too, but there's been a lot of people who just come by to take a look at our brochures too. How are you so cheerful about it? Well, we have to start somewhere, right? A couple years back, we wouldn't have been able to open this place at all. Slowly but surely, though, more humans are learning about vampires, and acceptance is spreading. Everyone has to start off somewhere, right? Someone is misinformed about vampires. I want to give them a chance to be informed. That's why you came here, right? Because you didn't know too much about vampires, but you wanted to know more. That's true. I'm just hoping I'll get to meet a lot more people like you, Nobody. Hope you can too. And we're done. That's the end of the blood donation. What, already? Yep, we're done. Finished. All clear. Here's some chocolate and juice for some energy. When you finish them, come to the front. Huh, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Even got chocolate out of it. Guess I should eat this and then go to the front. Hi, Nobody. Hi, Marie. Now that the blood donation is over, the tour is officially finished. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you for doing this tour. I think I learned a lot. It's great. I'm really glad you think so. We're going to be doing a lot more activities in the future, so definitely come back to see what we're up to. I will. Here's a little tote bag with brochures and stuff. I think you'll find them pretty interesting. I'll make sure to check them out when I get home. Remember, you're a member of our tomato club now. You'll always be welcome here if you want to visit. Try to visit soon. I bet there's a lot more I can learn. I'll make sure to have more stuff ready soon then. If there's anything in particular you'd like to learn about, just tell me. Okay, I'll think about it and let you know. Cool. Looking forward to it. And that's the end of Tomato Clinic. A very nice game. I actually did like it. What's this news? A hero and a garden are out now. So that's another game by the same developer. And link to the download in the description below. But anyways, I think I really enjoyed the game. It was weirdly wholesome, but also weirdly reflective of how society treats minority groups. And talked about media representation and such. So I really like the way it presented these types of issues. And yeah, but that's it for today, and I'll see you guys later.